Welcome to our few moments together on the Parsha. This Shabbos we have the privilege of beginning the fifth of the Chamisha Chumshei Torah, Chumash Devorim. This Parsha is also known as Shabbos Chazon because of the Haftorah that we read, Chazon Yeshayahu, the vision of Yeshayahu. Rav Shamshon Raphael Hirsch points out, it doesn't say what Yeshayahu saw. It says what Yeshayahu visioned, what he envisioned. And the word Chazon is not related to the word re'iyah or ra'ah, but it's related to the word chozeh, which means the breast, the inner feelings of the person. So Yeshayahu perceived in his inner vision the future of Klal Yisrael, and it was not bright. Despite the fact that everything was going on normally, the Beis HaMikdash still stood, korbanos were being offered, there was something that was pernicious about the underlying behavior, and consequently he was able to perceive and see a vision, a chazon, in the future. Now it's interesting to note that based on the Jewish calendar, the first day of Pesach each year is the exact same day of the week as Tisha B'Av. This past Pesach, the first day was Shabbos. This year, Tisha B'Av is Shabbos. Today, this week, Shabbos is actually Tisha B'Av. It's pushed off until Sunday, so it's somewhat more lenient. But even on Tisha B'Av itself, the halacha makes an interesting statement. It says in Siman Tavkuf Nun Beis Sif Yud, it says that on Shabbos, when it's Tisha B'Av, at Shalosh Shudas, one may eat a meal with all the foods and condiments one wishes, meat, wine, what have you, and the Gemara in Tainus uses the terminology which is quoted by the halacha. You can put on your table and eat Kiseudas Shlomo HaMelech B'Shas Malchuso, or B'Shato. Even when Shlomo HaMelech was sitting on his throne, and it was the heyday, the time of the building of the Beis HaMikdash, and it was erected, and the whole world came and paid homage. You, on Shabbos, even on Shabbos Tisha B'Av, are allowed to participate and partake of the very best foods and wine, even at Shalosh Shudas, as long as you stop before Shkia. Why is it that Shabbos is so unique that it takes its place, and despite the sadness of the calendar day, it's Kesudas Shlomo HaMelech B'Shato? And I think we have to take a look at the comment by the Imrei Emes of Ger, who says so beautifully, the beginning of the building of the Beis HaMikdash and the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash, the beginning of the freedom of the Jewish people, which takes place on Pesach, and the beginning of the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash, which took place on Tisha B'Av, are interrelated. What do we see when we fast on Tisha B'Av? What do we see of the day that Shabbos comes out on Tisha B'Av? Do we see just the physical thing that's taking place? Yes, now we're fasting. Yes, now we're in mourning on the Nidcha day of Tisha B'Av. But do we have a vision? Do we have the vision of Yeshayahu? Not just what's happening physically, but to project what possibility exists. The vision of Yeshayahu, the Chazon. On this Tisha B'Av, can we envision what we can be? What Klal Yisrael can become? What the world can become if we help the Beis HaMikdash get rebuilt through the correction of our actions, through our loyalty to the Torah, through the connection of one Jew to another, the achdus of Klal Yisrael, the love of one Jew for another, the participation in the doing of the mitzvahs, not just by rote, but with their deepest understanding, so that the Chazon Yeshayahu can be imparted to us, and we too can see the future. Perhaps that's the challenge of this Shabbos of Chazon, this Shabbos of Tisha B'Av. It has an element of redemption because the first day of Pesach comes out on it. It has the element of Shabbos, where you can eat Keseuda Shlomo HaMelech, who was the purpose of the redemption, the building of the Beis HaMikdash. And we too can accomplish that with our loyalty to the Torah, with our united front of Klal Yisrael's love of one for each other, with our performance of the mitzvahs, with our hope for the future, with our mind's eye vision, just like Yeshayahu. This should be a Shabbos, which helps us bring us closer to the truth of the vision of Yeshayahu, the Chazon, which ended with Tzion b'mishpat tipadeh v'shaveh b'tzedakah. Zion, with justice shall be redeemed, and its returnees with the righteousness and commitment to duty that each and every one of us has. I wish everyone a wonderful Shabbos, an easy fast, a fast which helps bring about that we don't have to fast again on Tisha B'Av in the future, as we see the building of the Beis HaMikdash speedily in our time.